before like making very strong claims or like basing your entire belief about a certain like current political topic, you should maybe look into it. Panda, never ever link me another forced feminization video. Literally ever. I've heard they're Nazis from some foreign policy commentators, so I don't know much about them. Don't you think before like making very strong claims or like basing your entire belief about a certain like current political topic, you should maybe look into it like maybe slightly more than, oh, I heard one commentator or like a couple of commentators say that like the Azov battalion are Nazis. Like you think about like all of these like fascist deep state people who are trying to subvert, real America. You think about all of these things. You think about all of like the different like subliminal messages that all of these subversive commies are trying to do to the United States. But you don't think for a second that maybe this random YouTuber is lying to me? It's like selective curiosity about the world that I don't understand. Where is the curiosity for like what are the implications if we allow, if we just like do what all of the anti-interventionist people want us to do, and we just let Russia do whatever it wants, and we let China do whatever it wants, we let Iran destroy Israel, we just go isolationist. Like, do you ever like have a curiosity and like think about like the implications of that? No, you don't. How do I become more curious about the world? Just like have like an iota of skepticism, even from the people that you trust. I am anti-Iran. You're the only reason you're anti-Iran is because they're anti-Israel. But you have like no curiosity. You will just listen and repeat the same dog shit talking points from people that I argued with like 2 years ago. The Azov talking point is so dead and tired. I can't believe that we still have to talk about this in the year of our Lord, 2024, halfway through the year. It's so easy just to background on founding, February to April 2020 or 2014. Let's scroll closer to here. Oh wait, hold on. That was, let's see if it says how many people. It was like a little more than 1,000 or some shit like that, right? I'd love to see what, like, before they got folded in, what their numbers were. Yeah. In March 2019, its membership was reportedly in the low thousands. 2 years later, they get invaded by Russia and then get wiped out by the like siege of Mariupol. Anyways, Jesus. It's so triggering to argue about the same thing for years and years and years, and like nobody updates their opinion on it. Like when I first saw like Azov Battalion, there's neo-Nazis over there, I was like, well, you know what? Put them on the front line, let them die first. Like, yeah, I don't like neo-Nazis. Putin was forced to invade Ukraine or he would be assassinated? Where do you get that from? I swear to God, if this video is not something that I'm interested in.
The Night of Faith is one of Kierkegaard's most important concepts.
I don't care. 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 I do not care about Kierkegaard. I do not care about these philosophical things right now. What do I care about? Not that. I don't know how many times I have to tell you in every single stream. You have all this memory for all of these stupid philosophical concepts, but you know what you don't have a memory for? Me telling you I don't care to watch them. I do not care. I have looked into the philosophy that interests me. If there's another like thing that I feel like going over on stream, I'll do that. But I'm not going. If you want to link me something that's relevant to some relevant political topic, if you want to talk about something that's happening in like the YouTube space, if you want to talk about, you know, some Reddit meme that's getting popular and blowing up all over the place, that's totally fine. But linking me video after video after video about Nietzsche and Kierkegaard and Aristotle and Plato and Hegel and all of these people, I don't care. I do not care. I link me something if there's even if there's something to it, Tron, about the Putin thing. But if there's nothing like to it, or it's not something that's confirmed, then I don't care that much.
Didn't Tucker get fired for having an opinion that went outside of the narrative?
But no, Tucker got fired because he almost cost Fox News $1 billion for lying on air. It's funny that you defend the fact that he had an original opinion. What you're actually defending is misinformation and lies, which is supposed to be something you guys are against, I thought.
Which opinion was this? That's not what I heard. Tell me, please.
The Fox News, the Dominion lawsuit. There were texts that were leaked from him where he admitted that he was lying on air about claims that Sidney Powell had made to him, and he was tired of lying to his audience about things about the Dominion.
I don't understand why people, like, is this not like a well-known thing? Do people think that Fox fired Tucker for some, well, I asked that question when we know that people are going to find the most conspiratorial explanation for anything that they possibly can.
Voting machines being rigged.
Well, I don't know. That's
you don't know anything. You don't read media. That's why you're out here saying things like they get marching orders from everybody. You don't know how any of these media companies are structured. You don't know where the teams get their information from. People that work in media are the most like social media hungry people in the universe. You think that all these people in all these networks across all these countries are getting fed the same marching orders and nobody's leaked anything? Nobody.
Tucker gets so smeared because he's an enemy of the regime. Tucker gets smeared because he's a loser who is bowing down to every authoritarian, like, despot that he possibly can. You get so mad about fascism when Tucker literally interviewed a fascist like 2 weeks ago. Explain to me really quick. I just want you to explain to everyone right now, Panda. I want you to explain to everyone what does neoliberal fascism look like, and how do these things not contradict each other? I'm waiting. I feel like I'm talking to a chat GPT response bot. Or someone with schizophrenia. There's like no in between. You can't be a real person. I ask, what is a neoliberal fascist? And how do those two terms not contradict? And you say Rachel Maddow is a warmonger with Russia and wants Uncle Sam to enforce his monopoly of the dollar and vaccines mandated and shit. That is it. It's like it's like you're grabbing darts and you're throwing them at the wall, and there's a bunch of Post-it notes up there of like things that you can throw together, and then you just like add in the transition words. That's like literally it. If there's any like proof of that, Tron, I would be interested to see it. But like the thing is, based off of everything that I've seen, nobody and none of the oligarchs wanted to go to war with Ukraine. So yeah, I don't think that that's how it works. No, I don't think Putin's afraid of being assassinated by the upper class, because while he is beholden to him, while he is beholden to them to a certain extent, they ultimately answer to him way more than he answers to them. He assassinates them on a fairly regular basis. They're more scared of him than he is of them. I guarantee you that.
And all these networks across all these countries are getting fed the same marching orders, and nobody's leaked anything, nobody's complained about anything, nobody's said anything. And why do we think that mainstream media is any more insulated from these problems than alternative media is? You guys will make fun of the marching orders from mainstream media, but I bet every single alternative media guy in here is anti-vax, thinks COVID came from a bioweapons lab, thinks that Russia has a right to invade Ukraine, thinks that all the charges against Donald Trump are made up, thinks that we shouldn't be supporting Israel. Like, you guys have literally copy.
When I say neoliberal fascist, I mean the modern Democrat establishment regime, not just economic privatization. That's not at all. There's literally no crossover with fascist ideology in the democratic regime. And like, also nice, just like lifting up your vocabulary from the stupidest people in the entire world. Oh, the Democrat regime, the Biden regime, because I refuse to call him my president because he stole the election. And then he tried to force everyone to get vaccines to put nanobots into our brains that give us all autism. Like, man, you're so lost.
He pasted the same opinions between every single one of you, and you guys are talking like an army of NPCs about how the mainstream media gives you like fabricated opinions. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
I'll read that in a minute, Tron. When you say FF content, you mean forced feminization content? What the is forced feminism? Not forced feminism, forced feminization, where it's like forcing a man to be feminine by like either hypnotizing him or slipping estrogen in his drink, or tying him up and putting makeup. I don't know. I don't know. You don't want to check it out this time? Panda, never ever link me another forced feminization video. Literally ever. I will never want to watch it. I would rather be Ludovico techniqued with my eyes pried open, watching documentary after documentary after documentary of Soren Kierkegaard, then watch any forced feminization content. Well, welcome. For people that are new, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Kick, I'm Sondsol. I am a political science student. I like to talk about politics. I like to argue about politics. We talk about all sorts of fun things on here like drama and politics. And I like to argue with people and chat about a lot of different things. Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't like to shill. Also,